So, in your opinion, what is the relevance of impact investing in Latin America and in Brazil?
I think especially for a developing part of the world, which traditionally has absorbed a big part of the philanthropic money and contributions, NGOs, I think it makes a tremendous amount of sense to introduce impact investment structures, because as we have heard also during this conference, they are much better suited to organize, control, structure, process as a sustainable mechanism that allows philanthropic or good, positive enterprises to achieve and to continue. I think on one side, charity NGOs, of course, are very positive, and I think we will not have, we will not abolish them now by having impact investment, but I strongly believe that the impact investment has a major role to play in this space between philanthropy on one side and enterprise, totally for-profit enterprise on the other.
Okay. In your opinion, what is the difference between venture capital and venture philanthropy?
I would say I would like more to focus not on the differences, because I think they are obvious. Venture capital going for a high return in a short time and getting the most out of it for investors. And philanthropy, building, of course, trying to build social and environmental and other values by, with philanthropic money, not necessarily expecting a return. I would rather focus on what we want to achieve here by introducing the venture capital mindset and structures and processes in the philanthropic space. I think it is very important that we have a rigorous budgeting, funding, that funding is not illimited. Venture capital, we know it, and the companies in our portfolio know it. It's very difficult to get new capital. It's important to save, to be efficient in everything one does, to organize the process, to have a discipline, and not have a mentality of, money will come from some of the donors from somewhere, and it's a wonderful world.
In your opinion, what are the reasons why it's difficult to find appropriate project to invest in Brazil?
I think there are always issues to find a deal flow that is appropriate. I don't think, honestly, that in Brazil it is more difficult than elsewhere. I would rather believe, and we have just seen some of the numbers, how small the space of impact investment still is now. What was it now, $50 or $70 million, I mean, extremely small, compared to already worldwide invested over 40 billion in that space, So obviously there must be, immense opportunities here, in this country, and we have seen one this morning, Dr. Consulta. I have seen also through our project many different companies, but I think that the territory is vast now. It's more, what can we handle? What can our project team here handle with the limited resources we have now? And what also can investors in that space handle in a short time to invest, to ramp up this ridiculously low number?
So, in your opinion, what is the outlook for impact investing in Brazil in the future?
I think, as I just said before, it only can grow exponentially from here. So we are really at the beginning of a big increase. I've even seen, we're not only talking, of course, venture cap, impact investment may have been invented, in the somewhere Anglo-Saxon European world, but it has already had a big impact. I think it had a much higher impact already in India and in Southeast Asia, even in Africa, you know. And we are here just still on the sidelines to a certain extent. Now, of course, there's a lot of activity, but for me, it only can, I would say, Latin America, Brazil probably will have the highest increases in impact investment in the next, not only 5 or 6 years, in the next 2 years.